So I also picked up in your book that you have this sort of framework, and you talk about these ART, and you talk about these 3 competencies to help you say no. Do you want to touch on that, Vanessa?
Absolutely. So now, in order to be able to communicate an effective, empowered refusal, you need to develop some skills and competencies. This idea of looking inwards and being able to articulate a no in an effective way based on your identity requires us to do some background work. And so I call this the art of empowered refusal, where ART stands for awareness, rules, not decisions, and totality of self. Where we need to begin with a lot of this is self-awareness, developing the insight and the awareness about ourselves. What do we value? What do we want to bring to the table? How do we want to show up in the world? What do we want our personal brand to look like?
Yes.
What do we want people to think when they think about us? So these are the things that need to shape how our decisions move forward. And so that with that deepened self-awareness, we then need to develop systems. We need to put systems in place. And I call these systems personal policies. Personal policies are simple rules that we put in place that just guide our actions and decisions. They can act as shortcuts, for example. So if you ask me something and I have a personal policy in mind, making the decision about whether to say yes or no to you becomes much easier because I know where I stand on that matter. And it could be a broad, it could be at a different level. It could be a category level. These sorts of asks, this is where I stand, or it could be very specific. When I am asked this, I will say no, or I will say yes. So I think we can develop a set of systems and become much more fluent with the kind of requests that come our way. One of the interesting things I very often, when I talk to groups, I have people raise their hands to on various questions. And one question I like to ask is, how many people, and they're mostly leaders in the room, how many people just wish people would just stop asking them stuff? And hands raise up. Everyone just wants, like, please don't ask me stuff. And this is wishful thinking. The reality is that people are always going to ask. It is up to us to be able to say no to the things that are not things that are aligned with our purpose, and yes to the things that are. And so people are just not going to stop asking us stuff. So we better get good at sifting between the good for me activities and the not good for me activities, because that's the only way to move forward in a realistic manner.